Hello, new representatives and new business partners. This is your training number 2. I hope that you've been able to watch number 1 because to me that's one of the most important ones there is. That's where we talk about the daily care bundle. That's so important. It's such a great deal. I want to show you on this one. Your order number is down here when you order it. I'm going to show you how to put orders in tonight. So I hope you've watched number 1 while you were waiting for your kit to come, and now this is number 2 while you've been collecting orders for the daily care and for your family and for your friends and family who's giving you orders. So to do that, I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so here's where you come to when you want to place your order. You can see it says Avon Representative Login. It is not your store, your website. That is only for customers. This is where you do business. So you put your account number in and your password. If it's your very first time, you come down here and you register. And with that, it will ask you for the last 4 of your social, your account number, and you make up a password. Okay? So mine may look a little bit different than yours, but really, not too different. Here's a brochure that we're doing now, Campaign 12. That's always here. If you have new customers and product reminders, all of that is here. Your Avon Beauty Buzz, these are all videos, things that are up and coming that you need to know, that you can learn about. So that's all there. If you want to place your order and you want to track it, you can do this here. Up here at the top, these are all tabs that we're going to talk a little bit about. And up here is home. That's this page. Your profile, this is something that's important. If you ever move, you want to make sure that you do this. Your personal information, that would be here. Account information. You want to make sure that you are enrolled in QuickPay. QuickPay is something that you can pay your Avon bill with your debit or credit card. It's where you put a bank account in there and they give you something, you go back and forth. It takes about 4 or 5 days, I think, to get that done. But then you're able to pay out of your bank account. They'll just give you a code word or a PIN number, and you put in how much you want to pay, and it comes out of there. The direct deposit, face-to-face earnings, you want to make sure that you are enrolled in that. What that means is if you have somebody that orders from you on your homepage, instead of waiting 30 days to get paid for that, as soon as they've paid for it and it's shipped out, they will immediately put it in your bank. So these 2 things are real important that you get enrolled into, like ASAP. And you find that up here in profile. If you ever get lost, Sitemap is here. You can find anything that you want to right here. Okay? And we can talk about that at another time, or if you have questions, we'll go over that. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to talk about My Orders, because this is where you put your orders in. When you come to this page here, your name will probably already be there. You can type in your name, or you can see you can have a lot of customers. And I'm going to show you how you can put those in. You look over here and you can see what campaign we're on. Right now we're in campaign 12. This was the first day that it opened. If you have orders for 13, you can build a future order and just click this. Okay? So you hit the pink button. It says create orders, and it will take you to this order page. Okay? This is where all of it happens. I'm going to get something out here so I can punch in some numbers. Right here, you want to put in the 6-digit numbers that are in your book without the hyphen, okay? This right here is for the black mineral mask. You can click on this. Of course, the black mineral, this was the wrong one to click on, I guess. This is in campaign 14. But anyway, let's pretend that that's there. If it was a back order out of campaign 10 or 11, you can go back here and you can change it. So that's another reason why I always say don't date your books, because somebody calls you and they want to order something. That's the whole thing that you want to do, is make sure that they call. And you can always get them a new book or send them to your website. So let's see this one. Okay, here we go. This is the antifungal Footworks foot spray. And you can see in campaign 12 it's $4.99, in campaign 11 it's $4.50, in campaign 10 it's $4.99. You can always back order. So if you're starting, let's say in campaign 12, and you place in your order this time, and somebody has an old book of campaign 10 and they want to order something, they can do so right there. You would just put campaign 10 in and put the item number for each thing. Okay, so that's how you do that. You can go along putting orders in the whole time that you get them, but you never want to leave this page. Okay, this is where you want to stay, because if you turn an order in early, then it will cause you to have shipping. Every time you submit an order, you have to pay extra shipping for that order. So when you get all of your orders ready, you can punch add items to order, and then there they are. You can see them. Now remember, I said you can add customers. You can put right here, add new customer. You can put their name right in here, and their email. You can put their phone number, you can put their address, and so on. Add customer. You can do that, okay? And then that person will be there forever. Now, the reason that you may want to do that, especially if you're new, because you can load up everybody you know that has an email address. The cool thing about this is every day Avon will send them one email with a special deal that you can't offer them. It only comes from your website. And they can click on that and it will take them right to your store. And if they register there at your store, then they are tied for you for as long as you sell. Doesn't matter where they go, it will go right to your website. So that's awesome. If I do events or anything like that, you know, where people fill out the thing and you win a basket or something, when I bring all of those home, I put all of those people in the store. And right now I probably have several people that order stuff from me that, you know, I really maybe don't know them all that well. They came from some event. So that's good. You just sit back and make money that way. So this is the order entry. You can look here and this will show you all of the brochures that we have for this campaign. This is your C12. You can click on this regular brochure. You can turn the pages. Right here's our bug guard, which everybody needs to load up on this, because when somebody's looking for protection from mosquitoes, they want it right now. And if you don't have it, they'll go to the drugstore. So you can see these are the numbers right here that you would put in on your order page. This is the retail price. Your cost, it will do at the very end. It takes the 40% if you're new off right then. So if you want this bug guard, you can click on it. It's regular $14 for $6.99. You can put 1, add to order, continue shopping, and it's already sitting there in your cart. You can come up here and you can hit on any brochure and you can do the same thing. If you want a necklace, you can say, yes, I want one, add to order. Okay, continue shopping. Down here in the pink where it says go to item entry form, you can click on that and it'll take you right back to where we're punching the numbers in. And you can see there's all the things that I ordered. The bug guard and the necklace. It's right here. Okay. Next thing, shop what's new. Now the what's new is your demo book. Okay. And you can order from this one in campaign 12 is for campaign 14. We always order demos 2 campaigns ahead. Okay. That way you have them so you can show people. And if you're on our team page, you'll see that I also put a video on there that is really cool. It shows the power that vitamin C really has as far as brightening the skin. And in campaign 14, any customer that orders 2 Anew products, skincare products, they'll get a free full-size vitamin C serum. So how cool is that? I love vitamin C in the summertime. I usually use some retinol in the winter, but vitamin C is what I prefer to use in the summer. So it's the same way here. You can come and like this right now is a 50% earner. So that's even more, and there's no limit. You can order as many of those as you want. If you order, I think it's 6 of these, then you get the, buy any 6 on those pages, and you'll get the free serum and samples, and also the Tahitian Pearl Moisturizer. So your book is good. These I never throw away because there's just a whole lot of information here. This is the new lip gloss that's coming out. It's not at all sticky like a lot of lip glosses are. It's glossy. You can always show colors this way if you choose to. If you do office meetings, like at lunchtime, you can do a hand show where you do color on your hand or on your arm like that. So anyway, anything here that you want, you just click on. It's the same way. You want one, you just put it in there and continue shopping, okay? So this is for you, not your customers. And you can buy one of everything in there if you want to. If you're brand new, you'll probably see that there's 2 of these on here. And if you want to back order, you can, because you can order one of everything out of your demo books. This is our Aspira. I do suggest that you try some of this because this is like instant money. When people start ordering this, they continue to order it. And the metabolism boost and the shakes are one of the biggest seller, along with the hunger blocker, Calm, and the sleep. They have this whole 30-day system, which is $126 retail. So, and they get a free shaker bottle. So if you have any questions about any of this, just give me a call, text me, email me, and we can go over it, okay? So when you get done with your demos, you just go back here to your order entry form again. And you can see that what we did, the bubble bath, is right here. So we've went through our brochures, or what's new, and here you can order your regular brochures. Now you, as new representatives, you will get, I believe, 10 brochures the first 5 orders that you turn an order in, you know, your first through 5. Otherwise, you would order your brochures 2 campaigns ahead so you have them. And we order them in one bundle of 10, okay? If you put 1 in here, you're going to get 10 packs. If you want a case, you would order 6, which is 60, and they'll come all nice and neat in a box. Okay, so just remember, whatever number you put in here is times 10. Okay, now we can go back to our order samples. That is something that, unless somebody just really wants something, I rarely order samples unless I know I'm doing an event or customers ask for something. Otherwise, I order them out of the What's New, because that is the greatest deal in the back of your demo books. Usually you can get a whole slew of demos for like $6 or $7 of a mixed up bunch. So to me, that's where you need to order those. The next is order sales tools. And we have a lot of that. We have batteries. I mean, I live out in the middle of nowhere, so being able to just get batteries and just different things here and it be delivered to my house is like so much better than having to run half an hour to the store. So you can do batteries. We have display items like the bracelet pillow. We have chain extenders. If you have a customer that's rather large, you can get those and it'll make the necklaces longer, the bracelets bigger. The spatulas, those are very much, I suggest that you get those, because if you sell skincare that's in a jar, you don't want people putting their fingers in it. You want to teach them to use the spatula and work off their hand, because putting your fingers into product just causes contamination of the product. So we have earrings, we have jewelry cleaner, some of the best jewelry cleaner you'll ever find. the ring sizer. Now, if you're brand new and you put in a $150 first order and you're mine, you also get a goodie basket from me that has all kinds of cool stuff in it. And a ring sizer is one of the things that's in there. The clear literature bags, these are just thin, clear plastic bags that you can put a brochure in and hang it on somebody's door, like an apartment door, a house, neighborhood door. You get 50 of those for 80 cents, so that's really a good deal. You can also put some product in there and deliver out of it if you want to. This order book cover and pen, that's something else that's in the goodie bag for me if you put in your $150 first order. But here, the order books in English, these are free. So make sure you order 4 or 5 of these every time, okay? That way you'll have them. Down here is your bags, and I believe in your kits you get some samples of bags so you can see what they are. I like popcorn bags because they're reasonable. I also use the shopping bags, but you can see that they're more expensive, but they're good for heavy things, okay? So now you have that. Now we can go right back here. Well, let's go back down here. Innerwear. Because really that's the only other thing that you need. This, you'll notice in your catalogs, your brochures, that we do sell name brand bras like Hanes and Bali, Playtex, and there's not an order number in your brochure that you punch. So you have to find what you're looking for here. Up here you can change the category. Like if you want to Playtex, you can hit Playtex, and then here this is. And what you do is you look for the name, and then you look for the size and color, okay, like that. Now you back down to white here, and this is the comfort lace, and so on. And if you want one of those, and you just find what you want, add to order, and it's put in your shopping cart, just like that. Now, the other thing about the innerwear is that you will not get that with your order. These are actually shipped from the company that makes them, like Playtex or Bali. So they come in the mail, and they're usually a couple days later than your order. So make sure you tell your customers that. Okay, so we've went over just about everything here on our orders. You can go down here and you can see everything here. You see these green dots. What this means is it's in stock. If it's a yellow dot, it's going fast. Doesn't mean that they won't get more in, but it could. The red is temporarily out of stock, and the gray is sold out. So sold out you will not get. If it's a red dot, they should tell you when they are expecting some of that in, and it could be for a number of reasons. But this is what you do from the beginning. You don't go any further than this until you're ready to turn your order in. And of course, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to show you. Here you would click current campaign orders. You might have 50 different names of customers here. So you would click all of them. And then you would put in here how many customers you have. And then you can hit continue. And then it'll take you here to a page where you can order books again in case you've forgotten. And they have special things also. And then you can go continue to order summary. It'll show the things that you have. It'll show your shipping and handling, your estimated tax, and your estimated earnings, okay? So your estimated total is $55.01. So when you click submit orders, be prepared to pay that $55.01. So have your credit card ready, okay? You can print this out so you know what you've ordered, and you just would hit submit. But we're not going to do that. Okay, so we're going to go back home. If you have any questions at all on placing an order, just make sure that you let me know. Here on my account, this is how you pay your orders, okay? This is your direct deposits. Like I told you, the direct deposit back on your profile. Make sure that you sign up for those. On your account, it has your summary, your online history, If you want to see invoices, you can click View Invoices, and they're all right here. You can click on the PDF view, and it'll show everything once your order is billed. And once you put an order in, it normally bills out in sometimes really fast, but at least 3 or 4 hours it usually, unless you're putting it in at midnight. So you got all of that. On your returns, with Avon, the great company that it is, you do have 1 free return a month. So we do offer, I tell my customers I have a 30-day return on cosmetics and color. I have a 60-day return usually on clothes or shoes in case something happens there, but no longer. And they need to try to keep the original packaging if they can. Returns is something that we're going to do a whole nother thing about. But up here you can see your credits and replacements. If somebody wants to replace something, you can put the product number here. You would have had to have ordered it yourself or it will not show up. Okay? You would submit it, and then it'll have a place that says credit or replace, and you turn it in. Okay? Now, let's say that you sold $180 your first order. And your second order, you had $20 in return of a return item, and you sell $250 your second order. Well, that $20, whatever the retail of that is, will come off of your award sales that next time. Does that make sense? It's kind of like your credit card. If you take something back, then they take it off your credit card. It's the same way here. If you sold it, then they remove it because obviously you didn't sell it again. You know, they're returning it. So we will go through all of this at a later time. There is a video on here that you can watch that will explain it in detail. You do have to have an RMA. You have to print this out. This is a summary of the things that you're asking credit for that you want to return, and that has got to go into the box with your returns. That is the only way that they know who you are and your box of returns. Okay, do not forget that. If you don't have a printer for some reason, once you have asked for credit on your next invoice, it will have a shipping label as well as the RMA for you to put in the box. If you print the shipping label off here, you can just tape it to the box and hand it to the mailman. There's nothing that you have to pay. But if you don't and you go wait for your invoices, then you'll have to take it to the post office and pay to have it shipped back, and then they credit it to your account. Okay? Also on there, like I said, you can pay. We do take credit cards. If you have a customer that wants to pay, say they owe $38, you can put other, that amount, and it's a credit card. And then you would have to check out, is it a MasterCard, Visa, or Discover? You have to have their name, their card number, the month it expires, the year it expires, and the CVV number on the back. That's the 3 digits on the back. You have got to have their address that that card is associated with. Okay, you have to have all this information. But once you do, then you would hit continue, and it'll take that amount off of what you owe Avon. So if you're selling and you've got credit cards, before you place your order, just come here and have all of that done before you finish placing your order, and it will take it off your total for you. Okay? Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the web office. I am not techie. I'm not lying to you. Anybody knows me knows I was probably one of the last people in the world to get a cell phone. So I do a lot of stuff on paper. But there's a lot of young people that love all this, and they do all of this, and it's just a lot of things. You can go here to your online store, and you can add pictures. I know my picture's up here. You can change that. You can put, I mean, you can just do all kinds of things here for your store. Okay, you can see what it looks like. Social media, this is where We have all kinds of videos. We have all kinds of things that you can just click and it'll take it right and put it right on your Facebook page about just about anything. How to contour, how to do smoky eyes. I mean, it's just a wealth of knowledge right here. So make sure while you're waiting for your kid or even afterwards that you go and you figure all this out. Go in and see, because you'll find things that you really like. And hopefully you'll use it a whole lot more than I do. Customer invoicing, there's an invoicing tool here that you can do. To me, that just uses ink and paper, and our books are free. So I choose to get the free books to do that. But there's all kinds of things here that is important. Just go down here and take your time and just start going through them. Over here is your online store. Okay, this is your address. This here is very important. If for some reason you forget it, you can always come to your web office and find out what you put there, because they ask you when you signed up and registered your account what you wanted to your online store to be. So mine is just simply Diane Sims, all one word. Another thing that's important about this, you give this out to your customers. Like if you have people that live states away, pretty far away that you can't deliver to, they can go on there and order things, pay for it, and it's shipped directly to them. And you, like I said, just sit back and make the money off of it. You also make 40% or whatever your pay level is from your store as well. So really, if you can get people even around the block to start ordering from you that way, it's a good thing to do. I still like personal things, because that way you are getting a relationship with that person. You're able to show them things, wear the fashions, the jewelry, the perfumes. They can see things in person. So I kind of like that. But the other thing that this is important is if you find somebody that wants to join Avon, this is their reference code is that Diane Sims. So yours would be whatever you put after this slash, okay? You would send them to www.startavon.com and make sure that they put this reference code in, whatever yours is. And once that person joins and they do a $150 first or second order, Avon will send you a check for $50. How cool is that? Just for signing a friend up and them going out and selling Avon as well. Plus, you'll make 3% on everything that they do from day one. So that's another really good reason to remember your reference code right here, to get people signed up. Your campaign insider. This is just videos from Michael. It's always telling you everything that's up and coming, things that are really going to be hot, the campaigns ahead. It tells you words to say, selling tips, features and benefits of products. So they have it live on Facebook, normally at 4 o'clock on a Tuesday. So that's a good thing to watch as well. Avon U training. This is probably the best training that we've had in a long, long time. You can see I've done some. I've got a few things here. You would start at home, activities, leaderboards, messages, discussions, anything. It is something that you watch videos or you learn, and then you answer questions. And once you've passed it, then you get, one of these little badges. Okay. So you want to make sure Avon U training, go there, and you can do it at any time. You do it at 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever's convenient for you. Avon Social. This is another that's going to show you Facebook and things to do with Facebook, Twitter, and all of that. Okay. So we're not going to do that. That's something else for you to do on your own. The earning opportunities. Okay. Brand new representatives get to do Kickstart. And what Kickstart is a program that you can earn 40% right from the get-go. Your very first order, no matter what size that order is. However, I wouldn't want to waste that because you're making it on clothes and shoes and jewelry. You're making more money than I make, or any season rep for that matter. Because usually on your home and beauty, fashion, you're only making 20%. Okay. But now you're making 40%. So your second order, if your first isn't 150, you make sure your second is 150, and then you increase it $50 every campaign thereafter. So if you do 150 your first order, you've made 40% on everything. If you do 200 your second order, you're going to continue to make that 40%. If you do $250, you're going to continue to make 40%, and so on. You want to increase. Otherwise, this is your pay scale. 0 to 149, you're going to make 20%. 150 to 299, 30%, and so on. Okay. Demos and rebates, this is what you do. Contender, that would be you. President's Club is when you sell $10,000 in a year. You're guaranteed that 40% plus a 5% rebate on your demos. Okay. So if you ever want to know that, there you are. The Advanced Leadership Program, this is something if you are interested in leadership, take a look because it's fabulous. I know when I started Avon 8 years ago, I wanted a discount on bubble bath. And within a year, I was building a team, and now, I make a lot more money than I thought I would probably ever make working part-time. So it's a great, great program. If you want to talk about it, call me. We'll talk. Otherwise, we've got fundraising here. You can do fundraisings a number of ways. We have programs and flyers that you are guaranteed 50% off, and you're guaranteed that the product will be there. So you can have makeup. This one's mix or match, any three for $15. You can copy this in color, and you can see right here, it'll sell how many of whatever in the person's name and phone number. I wonder sometime, why do schools not use Avon? You get tired of those candy bars and paying $15 for wrapping paper that wrap 2 presents. Ours is so much better. And all of this you can do, bug guard included. Usually once a year, we do have a stuffed plushed animal that's just awesome. He's so soft. And if you want to get a lot of material, if you're doing a lot of organization where you need maybe 100, you can go to Town and Country right here, and they will print it for you. But fundraisers is really, you can do it like for the American Legion or for a school or for a baseball team or cheerleading, anything like that. But you can also do it for a friend or a neighbor. I have a representative on my team whose mother found out she had breast cancer, and the doctor's bills were overwhelming. And so she ran a fundraiser for about a month and raised a good amount of money to help her mom pay her doctor bills. So really, you can do fundraising for just about anything. You want to make sure that you register your fundraiser, even if it's for an individual. You can put how many participants it is, how much you think you're going to sell, and so on. Okay, if it's an organization, they will have a tax-exempt number that they will have to send you the paper, and you'll have to send that, you can fax that over to Avon. That way you won't be charged tax, you get that back. So now we've done that. Sales leadership, this is really for leaders, obviously. Rewards and recognition. Next year, the destination is Maui. Isn't that going to be fun? You can come watch this video. There's a lot of different ways that you can win this trip now. You can be Inner Circle. You can do Honor Society and above. They're going to take, I think, the top 5 or top 10 out of that. So you can read and figure out what you have to do to be able to go to Maui. And if you want some help, I'll be glad to help you figure that out. The rewards and recognition program, this is the rewards headquarters because we all get points for things that we do. I just spent all of mine going to RecFest, but I still have 100 points left here that I've earned. And you can buy some of these things. You know, you can do gift cards. You can do your Miss Albee. You know, when you earn your Miss Albee, what's new items. I mean, we have Burberry, Kate Spade, all kinds of things. So there's something there for everyone. Don't you agree? Okay. So at this point, usually if I have people online, we'll be asking questions and talking and all of that. But since there's nobody here and I'm just recording it, there's one other thing that I want to show you, and that is the site map. Like I said, if you ever get lost, you can always come here and find what you're looking for. And I know that they just changed it right here. Okay, underneath Web Office, there's a place called Avon Advantage right here. If you click on that, these are partners of Avon. We have a independent representative retirement plan. We have Town and Country. It's a women-owned business that does our t-shirts and car magnets, table covers, just anything you can think of. We have insurance. We have Sprint is somebody, Capella University, Staples. You can go into Staples and say, I'm an Avon representative, and you'll get a discount, I think, on copies and things. But one of the coolest things that maybe a lot of people don't know about, I didn't until I started fooling around with it, is Avery. And I love Avery. So I'm going to sign in because, of course, I use this a lot. This is where you can print all kinds of things. You can do round labels. You can do just all kinds of things here. Square labels. You can do sale. It's, you know, I have a sale coming on. Let's see. I know you changed it. So projects, maybe it's here. Okay, now I can show you. So I do, I've done these. They have all of this right here. I just go in and put what I want here. Looking for extra money. I need helpers in this area. Order from my online store. Get a 10% discount by using Welcome 10. And that's true. Anytime anybody new that goes to your store, if they put Welcome 10, they'll get 10% off their first order. It can only be used one time. And then I have a label here that I put on the back of my books. And the cool thing is that they even tell you what kind of labels you can use. I even got it for me and John here. The Avery 30 sheet 5160 or the 8160. I think I've used both of them. They both work. You just design something and there you go. So that's just a little something I wanted to show you there. I love Avery. I like doing things at home myself. So good place to do that. So now we are go back home, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I want to make sure that you all know if you have any questions at all about anything that we've went over, you can contact me anytime. If you have another leader that's in our downline, you can contact her, or you can contact me, either one. We all kind of work together. If I'm busy, sometimes Kathy will do things for me and I'll do things for her. She is my bronze leader. But we all work together. Make sure that you get on our team Facebook page, which is the Amazing Blessings Team. If you can't find that, or for some reason you haven't been sent the information, if you private message me or you friend request me personally, Diane Sims, or your leader, she will add you to her team page or our collective team page, because I do recognition there every 2 weeks for all of, 4 layers of our downline. So I'm real happy that you are a part of the team, and I wish you nothing but success and happiness. We're a great team here, and we do work together, and we care about each other. So just give us a call, ask questions, and go out and sell Avon and have a really, really good time doing it. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.